Welcome back to Cooking with Jan. We're getting an early start today on Cooking with Jan because we have a full workday ahead of us. Today we'll be making pulled pork sandwiches, a specialty from the southern United States. Absolutely delicious. With those pulled pork sandwiches, which will be slow cooked, we're also going to be doing our own coleslaw, which goes perfectly with the sandwiches. And I will also show you how to make your own brioche burger buns. You won't salt and pepper this pork. Instead, just put a little bit of oil on. This will enable the spice to stick to the meat better. Just rub the oil around a bit. You can use any spice mixture. You can do a homemade one, or in this case, I bought a rub from South Africa, from Cape Town. Spread liberally over the pork. Place the meat in the slow cooker. Fits there perfectly. One red onion in this case, just a medium onion. Put it in there with your pork meat. Then I have 250 milliliters of chicken broth. That goes in there for the cooking of the pork. And also I add another 200 milliliters or so of apple juice for the braising. Okay, let's put the top on. Set it on to low. Next phase are the brioche burger buns. And we have your dry ingredients here. I have 500 grams of strong flour mixed with 1 packet of dry yeast, that's 7 grams. There is also a 3/4 teaspoon of salt in here, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. These are your dry ingredients all mixed together. They go in the bowl like that. We also have 250 milliliters of whole milk, which we pour in here. This will be for your dough. 2 tablespoons of butter, or about 40 grams of butter. And just 1 egg. First we just do a basic mixing, but we're going to be using our mixer. I put it on more or less middle to high power. We've completed our kneading, and as you can see, the consistency is perfect, and as the ball just releases itself from the bowl. So we're going to turn it off. The next step is to let the yeast rise for an hour. And you just leave your dough ball in the bowl. You take a towel, turn on your oven, just have the pilot light on, cover it up with a towel, and put it in here for 1 hour, and the yeast will rise. Okay, we will take out our dough for brioche burger buns, and as you can see, it has really expanded. Looks great. Flour here on our work table, just to make sure that we can handle. So we have weighed our balls, our dough balls. They're about 105 grams each. What you want to do with the dough balls is you want to try to I imagine that I'm making hamburger patties, really. And this is what they look like. Now, this is a very important step. They have to go back into the oven for 45 minutes. Look at these boys. These are Burschen here. As our oven is warming up, we're just going to put some egg over them. If you have sesame seeds, this would, after you have primed them with the egg here, this would be the time where you would sprinkle the sesame seeds on. Okay, we're ready to take our buns out. They have been baking for 17 minutes at 109 degrees here in the oven, not the convection setting, just to know as I look at them. Okay, these are going to be our Brioche burger buns for our pulled pork. Our pulled pork is going to simmer, that is slow cooked, for another 3 hours. I'd like to show you how to do homemade coleslaw. I have cut up by hand that which you use for coleslaw. I did it carefully by hand with a sharp knife. I would recommend that you use a kitchen machine if you have one, or some other shredder. Here we have 200 grams of mayonnaise, which I believe will be enough. Put that in the bowl here. We'll mix it in this bowl here first before adding it to the salads. Here I have 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar and 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Put it in there to give it that tanginess that we want. Here I have 80 grams of cream, put in there as well. And finally I have 4 tablespoons of sugar. Alright, then I will add, finally, my salt and pepper. And we'll put that in there. Mix it up again. Now, let's have a taste. Not to forget, just 1 medium onion. In this case, I have just cut up 2 shallots. So I'll just add half here and half there. So it looks like I've got it pretty well mixed here. Thanks also to my camera woman. Thank you, Anke. We're in the last phase of our big project of today. We're going to pull the pork. Now you may say, in the middle it's still a little bit pink. That's fine, because it's going to go back into the cooker for another hour. Next step is to salt and pepper the pork. And here you can be somewhat liberal. It all depends on how much you want. Okay. In terms of the barbecue sauce, you can use any one that you like, whatever is to your taste. I like bullseye, sweet and spicy, Memphis style. We get it here in Germany. You can even make your own barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce, and then we add 2 tablespoons of your Dijon mustard, French mustard. Then, very important, we have our honey from Portugal, from our friend Suzette. Stir that in. Make sure that all of the meat is covered with the barbecue sauce. Not that so that it's all kind of like a reddish color is the idea. Before we put it back into the crock pot, I just have added some sriracha hot sauce. You can use Tabasco too. So we've combined all of the condiments with the pork. It goes back into the crock pot. Turn it on low. Put the cover on. 1 more hour. This is now the result of our hard work today, and I'm going to sit down and just really enjoy this meal. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube and also subscribe. Thanks, bye.